Hello and welcome to Modern Toyfare. I am your host, Mr. Modern Toyfare, and I am joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toyfare, Jarmar _ Games. But that's not all. We are also joined once again by the man Modern Toyfare has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped, and he still can't stop. Nate, how are you guys doing this week?
Good. What's up?
Doing pretty good.
I am doing everything I can to not fall asleep right here where I stand. So, this week is going to be our part 2 of Toyfare, and there's not as much to go over as I thought there would be, because some of the companies either delayed their stuff or just didn't have anything that was worth talking about. So, we'll get right into it with Mcfarlane really had their weekend winter update or whatever the fuck they called it, and it had some cool stuff for the DC Multiverse stuff. They are gonna have mega figures of Arkham Asylum Killer Croc, which I'm kind of into. The only thing that concerns me is he looks like he's got a soggy diaper, which is kind of upsetting. And then there's Man-Bat, which looks pretty cool. There's the Dragon Joker from, I believe it's either Dark Knight's Metal or Death Metal. I can't remember. I think it's Dark Knight's Metal. After that, they had the Batman Who Laughs before he becomes a leather daddy, when he's just got the blue and green costume when he kills Superman. And I think there was the night version of Batman too, but I think that was all for DC. And I'm not gonna lie, the Batman Who Laughs looks really good, but man, that Killer Croc, I'm really digging it.
Yeah, I like the things like the Killer Croc and the Man-Bat because they can try to fit into different displays, which is really cool since they're kind of a bit bigger. They're bigger characters anyway, so even if you collect at a little bit of a different scale, those work out really nice. And McFarlane's always price conscious. I think those are going to be, what, $40, $45?
They were 40 or 50. I can't remember.
Okay.
I pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered Killer Croc, but I can't remember how much he was.
Yeah. Finally seeing Man-Bat, or not Man-Bat, we just talked about him, but seeing Swamp Thing in stores, man, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah, and it's massive.
Yeah.
Dave Wonder showed us during Toy Therapy, and you really just can't tell how massive it is till you see it in person.
Yep, and it's awesome. So if the Man-Bat is anywhere near that size and level of detail, that'd be great. We tend to bag on McFarlane. I don't buy that many, and when I do, I'm not thrilled. But hey, enough people out there like them, and I think these are good-looking figures. So, and they don't need our help anyway. They're the #1 best-selling toys in America, apparently. So,
oh my god, I still can't get over that. He was just celebrating, and I'm just like, I mean, that's just because you put out more figures than anyone else, bro. You had a new line every 3 weeks.
#1, man. #1.
Hey, good for him. Good for him.
Jeez. I will say, the Dragon Joker is a very odd choice.
Yeah.
Isn't it another motorcycle? Isn't that essentially what it is?
It's basically going to be that kind of, he's not as long as I think he was in the comics at all. He's literally just going to be the size of one of the bat cycles, and he's going to have a little stand. Because I'm pretty sure the Dark Knight's Metal Batman rides him into battle against the Batman Who Laughs. No. It was there's a giant weird Grim Reaper Batman that is running the whole thing. I can't remember his name, and I think he rides him to battle against him. I don't know.
I thought that's that big bat cycle that he had.
No, the big bat cycle he had. You're talking about the one that's the skull, skeleton stuff. That is just his badass bat cycle that Greg Capullo and Zack Snyder, or no, Scott Snyder. No, Zack Snyder. Scott Snyder. Too many Snyders in the DC universe.
Yeah.
They just, were like, this is fucking cool, and we've got this Batman in a duster with a fucking scythe, so why not? This is what he actually like. This is when like Joker and him work together or some shit. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read them, and it's a real fucking weird ride. So
It very much seems to be.
yeah, I at first when I saw this, I thought it was because there's the very last issue of New 52 Batman that they did together. The cover art is Batman as like a samurai fighting a dragon version of Joker. And I thought that's what this was. I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. And then I realized it was from Dark Knight Metal. I'm like, it's still cool, but not as cool as it was 5 seconds ago. uh, DC wasn't all that got brought up with Mcfarlane. As we all know, he loves him some Spawn, his baby boy. So there was some new Spawn stuff. I'm oh shit, what's going on? What are you doing? Go back. Oh, that was weird.
I didn't do it.
No, I'm on Toy News International to see the pictures and also hopefully to see the names. And when I went to like switch pictures, it freaked out on me. And I'm like, no, I didn't tell you to do that. So yeah, we've got Haunt, who, like, I'm sorry, this is some copyright infringement. I know Todd created Venom, but this thing looks just like a white and black version of Carnage, especially with the little spiral logo now, because that's apparently the Carnage logo in the current continuity. He looks cool as fuck, but I'm just waiting for Mickey Mouse's lawyers to be knocking on Todd's door. Let's see.
What's up with that next one?
I'm assuming the next one you're wanting to talk about is a Ninja Spawn.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That looks really fucking cool. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. He looks like a ninja and he spawns. So
I don't know why it looks cool. Oh yeah, I do. He's a fucking ninja.
I said I wasn't gonna get into any Spawn things, and like I didn't buy the Gunslinger one just because I was like, yeah, I don't need it. What am I doing? Man, I might have fucked up.
So
and this is cool.
I'm not gonna lie, as a good husband does, I do have the new version of the Gunslinger on pre-order because I was expecting you to regret it.
Wait, there's a new version?
So they had the original version that hit stores, and then they're re-releasing him. Instead of having the lever action rifle, he comes with a fucking like Gatling gun.
Oh, I remember us talking about this stuff.
Yeah, and I'm just like, he's gonna fucking regret it, and we're not gonna find it anywhere. So I'm just like, I'll fucking have it on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, and if he wants it when it ships, he can have it. Otherwise, I'll cancel it.
Yeah, that might happen.
Look at you.
I appreciate that, but also don't call me out on my flaws.
Just being proactive so we don't run into any more issues where we're looking for things and then you have to resort to eBay
every so often.
or you get real lucky and Nate's friends are like, oh yeah, I bought this just because I could, do you want it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, back to Spawn. Oh, I got completely distracted. They did do this, like, it's really cool looking. It's the throne Spawn, but like you take him off his throne and he's got this weird little half cape, which I guess isn't the end of the world because it does come off. So you could always just get a third party like cloth cape off eBay and use that. Or I mean, realistically, if you're getting the badass throne, you probably already have another Spawn figure, so you're just gonna leave them on there anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter that much, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting solution to something like a problem they created, but yeah, at this point, it's basically a statue.
Yeah, it's funny because like in the solicitations for it, they literally have pictures of him standing up with like the little like quarter cape hanging off his shoulders. I'm like, there's no way they really intended to advertise it like that, right?
Seems strange that they would.
Oh, I hadn't even seen the box art. The box art for these figures is so sexy with the fucking greens and the reds and shit.
You should get them now.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need any of them.
All right, well, fair enough. Did McFarlane announce anything non-DC or non-Spawn?
What is there outside?
I mean,
of
what? Yeah,
DC
what? I
and
mean, he
Spawn?
does do Mortal Kombat, but I don't think he announced any new Mortal Kombat figures.
I did see these. My
Every once in a
Hero.
while, he'll do a movie, something or other. Yeah. Any more My Hero
Oh,
Academia or
he
or
did. I think he announced a
Avatar?
wave 2 of the Princess Bride.
Oh yeah, I did see those. I did see
Yeah, so
those.
now
I didn't buy the first ones.
I didn't either, but now you get a battle damaged Wesley, a fuck, what is it? There's a new Buttercup that is like in a dress. There's cloaked Andre the Giant. Fuck, there's 2 others in the wave. Let me see if I can find them.
What
I think Amigo Montoya is covered in blood. And I can't remember what the last figure in the wave is. And of course, I don't think we will find it because apparently no one else bought them, so no one's reporting on them. DC. Oh, he announced some Warhammer stuff, but I don't. Or is that might be old? DC. Yeah, no, I can't find it. I don't know who the. Let me see if they're on Big Bad's website. Let's see here. Let's do Princess Bride. Because I am certain. Here we go. Yeah, so got those. Oh, Vizini is in this wave too. And he comes with the little poison goblet.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say,
that's
like the entire wave, at least like their faces look good, except for Wesley. Wesley, like his head's way too tiny, and 2, the likeness is just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Question, guys. Princess Bride.
Excuse me, you've never seen Princess Bride?
I have not. I've seen. I'm gonna look it up and see if I've seen Princess Bride.
You
I've
want another
seen
baby? Because you should watch that with your wife. You'll have another baby.
Princess Bride. With
Princess
It's a romantic
Bride.
movie.
The bride.
I mean, romantic-ish. I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's fuck fodder.
A father.
She'll be overwhelmed with emotions.
Oh. Oh man! Don't
Yeah,
skip
I've
the
never
kissing
seen
parts.
So McFarlane's making a run of.
They already did a wave 1 with
You
like,
really should watch it. All kidding aside, it's a pretty fun movie.
yeah. The only
It's
concern I
not
have
to
is
be.
people who I've met who watch it for the first time as adults don't seem to enjoy it as much as people who watched it for the first
That's
time as
true.
kids.
That's true. That's probably true.
So
Wait, what were you
Never
watching
mind
this
then, Jamar.
movie
Don't
of
watch it.
Fuck fodder. As a kid?
well, no, Nate said this was basically fuck fodder, that you're gonna have another kid if you
I
watch
would
it.
just because she's
87,
gonna be all
so.
cuddly, and then it's gonna be gonna get there for you.
All
I know
cuddly, then it's gonna be all touchy, and the next thing you know, you're just
Yep.
banging on the fucking floor while Amigo Montoya is like, "You killed my
it. Have
father."
fun storming the castle.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait, so you've never even like heard like the line like, "My name is Amigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
I have now.
Wow.
So like you're probably gonna, if you watch it, you'll hear some jokes or some things, some references, and you'll go, "Oh, okay, I get that now."
Yeah, you're like, "Oh yeah, I've heard
That
some
would be worth
people
it
say
just
this."
just to hear that, like, or to be like, "Oh, I get this."
Yeah, like it's
I get
inconceivable.
this reference now.
It's got Andre the Giant in it. Yeah. it
Yeah,
is.
I mean, you got Andre the Giant at, like, with his acting chops and mutton
He was
chops.
pretty
What is
good
this
in it.
movie?
Though.
He was funny.
89.
Yeesh.
It's old. Like
Yeah.
Fred Savage is a kid.
Yeah. You're basically watching like him get a bedtime story in the Wonder Years.
Like, did you see the Once Upon a Time in Deadpool? the scenes with Fred Savage and Deadpool telling him a bedtime story, and you not think that was weird? Did you watch that at all, or
He's
see
talking
that?
to
That was the
you.
remake of the PG-13 remake.
Yeah, it's the PG-13 version.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't watch it.
I just watched it for those parts because they're funny as hell.
Yeah.
It's an adult Fred Savage getting a bedtime story, read to him by Deadpool, but it's because he was in The Princess Bride as a little kid, having a bedtime story read to him by his grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, now Jarmar has some
I
homework.
wouldn't have gotten that reference at all.
Yeah.
Jarmar would be like, why is the kid from the Wonder Years getting a fucking bedtime story from Deadpool?
mean, would you be surprised? It's Deadpool. I mean, some things don't even have to have a reason. It just happens, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that would make sense.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That would be, out of the realm of belief.
I don't know. I feel like almost everything they do, though, it has to be a reference kind of thing. They don't just do it for the sake of doing it.
That's
Costs way
also
too much
fair.
money otherwise.
Yeah.
I think that's it for Mcfarlane. Nate, I know there was some stuff you were excited about.
There were some GI Joe Classified announcements that went up last Thursday. So while I was busy, but I did get to see, although I had pictures up, now they're gone. I know this is riveting here, but
This is not going to be our best episode. We're very unprepared and I'm very tired. So
yeah,
if you have decided to tune in this week, I apologize.
And this is your first time, come back.
Yeah, please come back. Or go, you know what? Go back and watch some of the older episodes and you'll be like, okay, it's significantly better. It can't get worse.
All right, so
let's go watch other episodes. This is an advertisement for our previous episode.
Yeah.
Hey man, it all
this
helps.
Also ties in with this all ties in with my top 10 list, because none of my figures in my top 10 list got made here, because I knew some of
Great
these,
advertisement.
but some of them I didn't. So they announced some new figures in addition to some older ones. Well, not older, but some ones that were previously announced went up for pre-order, but they did show off digital renders for a couple things. First one up was Dr. Mindbender, which looks amazing. I mean, he's a bald guy with an evil mustache and a monocle and a cape and no shirt. Like, how awesome is that? I mean, it's so cool. Like, that's wild. Also, one of the big surprises for me was a character called Kamakura. For those of you who like ninja such things, may want to grab this figure just because he is an Arashikage ninja. The cool thing about this is like a alternate timeline now. They don't really talk about this kind of stuff as much, but this is a apprentice of Snake Eyes from the Devil's Due run. That's where he first appeared. So he is a son of a character that was kind of around in the original comic run, who was actually Cobra. It's a whole thing, but this is his son, and the figure looks awesome. They've done Kamakura figures in a couple of different lines over the years, but this is really awesome because this is kind of like really bringing him into the classic run. 2 Tiger Force figures that they announced that will be Target exclusive, which is Bazooka and Rakondo. These are going to be easy repaints then to get their classic versions, I'm sure. So we're going to get the Tiger Force versions first. And then along with that, we got a Python Patrol Cobra Officer, which looks amazing. And then a Crimson Guard. And then Dusty and Zorana, which kind of rounds out another female figure. Dusty, it's fine. I wasn't a huge fan of his. But maybe the coolest thing that was announced is the G.I. Joe Transformer crossover that they did, which is a Hiss tank that comes with an O-ring Baroness. Yeah, and it actually transforms. The Hiss tank transforms into Megatron. So that's kind of a cool little thing. That's a nice little one-off. I'm definitely picking that up. So
yeah, Jake sent it to me, and he's like, "Oh man, they've got Nate by the balls now."
Yep. Definitely
Is this
be
the
doing
first
that.
time we've gotten a G.I. Joe crossover with Transformers?
They did a
I feel
couple
like
of
this makes
convention sets, but they were non-transforming. So they would take G.I. Joe vehicles and paint them in Transformer cars. Like they took the Sky Striker jet and painted into Starscream colors, but it didn't transform. And they did a couple of those over the years. They would take vehicles, paint them into Transformer character colors, but they wouldn't actually transform. So this is the first fully transformable crossover vehicle.
It seems like a good one that you kind of tap. I'm assuming there's like a lot of different vehicles. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, there's tons of vehicles for G.I. Joe that they could do, then bring it in as a transformer. So This is part of the GI Joe 40th anniversary celebration, which is this
Wow.
year, because
Damn.
Real American Hero has been around for 40 years. So,
Whew.
yeah. And I've been with it the entire way. So,
But I thought you were only 32.
no, I don't know why you think that.
I thought he was
Your
24.
boyish charm.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. But yeah.
It was your cool use of like beanies and stuff, man. I thought you were young and hip.
Yeah. My cool use of slang that I haven't done yet, but I watched one episode of Euphoria, and now I'm 17. So
You're like, yo, dog, that's lit.
No.
that shit's on
Doing
fire,
a lot
yo.
Lot of drugs too, huh, Nate?
A lot of drugs.
That's how he thinks he's so young now.
Yeah. I just imagine that I am.
Yep.
I just sit in my basement, and I think I'm in a club.
I don't even know how to follow that up.
Well, check out my new podcast, Euphorics. I think I already did a Euphoria one, so I can't even do that.
The last one you did was just like you were gonna talk about how you're too old for Euphoria.
Oh, right. And we were going to talk to other old people about what they think Euphoria is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think what would be the best thing would be to get to watch Euphoria with my parents and get a reaction.
I mean, that's a lot of drugs and titties, but you do you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think of like really uncomfortable things to do, and I think watching that with my parents would be fun. The only thing would be like they'll be like, "Did you do anything like that when you were in high school?" And I'll be like, "No,
that's
it's
what
always
kids
here."
Now do.
Yeah,
No, they didn't have this when I was a kid.
Yeah, I wait until I'm an adult and do drugs in my own house. So.
What would I do with my
Oh God.
Yeah, would that be good? That would be a good podcast.
Yeah, just record the whole conversation.
Yeah.
I love that every episode is us making a new podcast. That should be a podcast of us making podcasts.
That was the suggestion we had during Wednesday. We purchased this one week is that we should do an actual podcast of us just shooting the shit and making new podcasts. And I was like, I know, like. We struggle keeping it together for this one night a week. I can't imagine if we needed to do a second podcast just to talk about other podcasts.
Right. I'm trying to think. Did I discover a new podcast? I have not. I did not discover a new podcast. Or did I? What have I been listening to? I don't know.
A lot of Ghost.
Some, but yeah. Okay.
Oh man, this train didn't get off the rails. It just stopped.
Yeah. Usually we go off the rail. We just stopped.
Yeah, this train just came to a halt and ran out of fucking coal.
Well, listen. Next week on Wednesday, you're gonna get to see the Holy Grail piece that I have been teasing for weeks. Again, the item I have touched less than other penises. So make sure you're here for that.
We'll definitely tune in for that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the only thing before we finish up, were there any announcements from last week that you were excited for the part of Toyfare that was, jam packed with announcements before Mcfarlane kind of shut the bed and was like, "Here's like 8 things."
Yeah, I mean, I really liked the comic book stuff that NECA announced for Turtles. I think that's a cool way to continue the line. I don't know that I'm going to go all in on the Mutanimals or whatever. Like, I was already out of Archie comics by then. But I do like the Slash. That's a really cool figure. Like, that's almost like the video game one, but without being the video game one, which is kind of what we all wanted anyway. The Last Ronin ones are really cool. I did pre-order the Playmates Last Ronin one because I'm like, when's the last time Playmates released a new figure? So I feel like that's a piece.
Week, did you?
Yeah, that's a piece of history. Like,
you missed the whole debate about it that me and Jor had.
Yeah. I'm not doing like the tops and bottoms Last Ronin that NECA is doing. Like
Oh,
they
I
got the
am.
one version out, then they got
I'm
the other
doing
version.
shirts and skins.
Hey, that's fine. That's awesome. But I definitely am doing I think it's I forget how you pronounce it, but the lady. I think it's Renette
Oh.
or something like that. That one I'm excited
Oh,
about
the lady with
because
all
that's
the
from the
little
Mirage.
clocks on her
Yep.
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah. So the more Mirage, the better. I'm all about Mirage stuff. So if they did all the different versions of the turtles throughout the years, they could just do 4-packs or individual releases of just turtle figures throughout the different years from the Mirage book from the different artists that did it. So I was excited about. I also really really appreciated, although for me personally, the monster turtles are not for me. I'm not getting them, but really appreciated that the mummy Mikey had that alternate head that looks like that decayed prop head. So I love that. That was a nice touch.
I know Robo on the Floosh was talking about how he's gonna just take that head and put it on a spare Leo body and paint the bandana. I'm like, that's
Yep.
clever.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be amazing. Just stick it in a corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Let it rot.
That's exciting.
So that's it. I wish there was a formal, like even Super 7 didn't really show anything other than some reaction stuff. Um, I don't know. Hasbro is kind of up in the air as far as all their stuff anyway. So, I mean, I guess it's fine that they don't show anything. But, I was a little bit disappointed, of course, in NECA not showing non-turtle stuff. I mean,
To do they
there was
did
a
all
few.
the
There was a few
gargoyles.
things. And that's cool. That's not, but that's not my like. I want the horror stuff, so that's my bread and butter, and so I didn't get that. So that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. It's not for me. Not everything can be for me, and that's probably a good thing. But it was a little disappointing to see. So I was kind of hoping for some crazy new licenses, but it was nice to see the official solicitation for the Alf figure, which is awesome, and it comes with his Hawaiian shirt, so we can do a Gordon Shumway cartoon style anyway, so I'm totally fine with that. But I really do think that the Robin Hood version should be the convention exclusive this year from Alf Tales.
That'd be fun. Well, I'll tell you right now, if you decide you want to display it both ways, I'll sell you the figure loose because I'm buying it for the accessories.
Oh, then I'm down for that. I'm totally down for that. Because I'll do it. I'll
Nothing
display
wrong
Alf.
with you, Michael.
Well, he's got like this little like off-brand Pepsi can and some popcorn. I'm like, fuck, I need it.
Yeah, because then I'll just split the accessories between the two. I'll be fine with my one box of accessories and 2 figures. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'll do a little. I'll split that with you.
Sweet, sounds like a plan. I don't even know when it comes out, but I have it pre-ordered. So
I think it's like August.
So Christmas time we'll be good.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll have your ninjas to you by then.
Yeah, hopefully you find the third one by then.
Yeah. Like it's all sitting right over there too. It's like sitting out there. Just be like, hey, fucker, find the other one.
All right.
It's always in the last place I look.
Of course, that's how it always works.
And it's like a really obvious place too.
All right. Well, unless anyone has any last minute things they want to chat about, we'll wrap things up and let this train just fucking die.
just go off. Just go off into the sunset.
Oh man. Well, that has been it for this very, very lackluster episode of Modern Toyfare. Again, I apologize. Go watch the older episodes. It will tell you what to expect for the newer ones because this is not it. This is what happens when I work overnight and I don't take a nap before the show, and we aren't very well prepared. So yeah. Sorry.
And I still have jet lag, even though I was in the same time zone.
I was gonna say you didn't leave the time zone.
Wasn't it an hour?
I thought
no. Florida and Ohio are the same.
Can't jet lag just be like, I'm tired of being on a jet. I'm lagged.
That's true.
And that's what I thought it was growing up, and then I found out that it was the time changes. And like, oh, that makes way more sense.
It's such bullshit too.
But so anyway, check out, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Weekly purchases, twitch.tv/Modern Toyfare. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. or check out on video on demand on Twitch. I believe it stays up.
So you can see where this came from.
Yeah, you get to
and
see
what it is.
the adorable, sad robot.
Yeah.
Right.
Check out Jarmar over on twitch.tv
check me out.
/Jarmar_games. You can also check him out on YouTube, Why You a Gamer, or you can go back to last week's episode of part 1 of Toyfare, where he reads off the entire URL to his YouTube channel. Go subscribe to that so that way he can change that and actually have a real one instead of the Morse code of URLs. Nate, do you want to talk more about your Euphoria podcast, or no? Okay.
No, I don't want to give it away. See, the finale was this week, so too much to talk about. But we're probably going to do a whole singing episode.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Wait, was it okay?
But yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, see you next week. Same toy time, same Toyfare channel.
Hopefully.
If I wake back up, we'll see.
Oh, I thought you meant like if they, yeah.
Oh yeah, hopefully they come back too. You got me there.